Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studios in Madison, this is Kyle Brust and Nordman, KBN. Sponsored by Busch Light on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Madison on YouTube, and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
It is a great day to be alive on this Wednesday, live from Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin showroom in Brookfield. It is Kyle Brust and Ortman across ESPN Wisconsin. My name is Ben Brust. Alongside me in his floral spring, I don't know what that is. Not your best shirt. It's Kyle Wallace, everybody. He's back. He's back.
This is a fantastic shirt. I was so excited to wear this shirt because as we still have some sunshine at the end of the summer, I want to make sure I'm florally popping for everybody to see.
Yeah, what I've learned about flowers is whether it be a plant or a flower, they have a short shelf life in the Brust household. They don't last as long as they need to.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was a tough shot at my fiance right there.
Yeah, she doesn't have the green thumb?
I don't know what that means. But that's Brad Nortman in his Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin shirt. He's got dark blue. I have light blue. And we are so happy to be here. I'm already bringing up memories right now of Brad and I being in this store with Gina Della from Pella as I was rolling underneath the conference room screen that, like, it goes left to right, but it also goes up and down. You can open it left to right and make it like an open room, but you could also close it and then lift it up and make it just an open room.
It's innovation that'll blow your mind. And what's crazy is, like, I'm seeing this big, sliding door. That's probably a 12-foot sliding door, at least. That's taller than a basketball hoop, and it completely disappears into the wall.
I could touch that.
I don't think you can touch that.
I could touch top.
Are you sure?
What?
I don't think you can touch that.
Running start, I don't think these shoes are good.
Top of the
stretched.
doorway?
That's higher than a basketball rim, isn't it?
The doorway? No,
so
I can touch that too.
To get douchey for a second, my 10-foot radius. You know how they do the combine where you get to jump and do your vertical, just the standing vert.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't great at standing vert because I'm not a 2-foot jumper. It was like 28.5, which isn't great. But I was second on the team behind Ryan Evans at 37 inch vertical with the 10-foot radius running start because I'm a 1-foot jumper.
That's why we didn't win a natty right there. If he's the second greatest jumper on the team, that's a problem. That is a problem.
Well, we brought in Sam Decker and other guys that were way more athletic.
Yeah.
This was my actually, I think I might have beat Sam because that was my junior year. Yeah, so be it. Besides the point, we are Kyle Brust and Ortman with you, KBN Nation, 800-990-3776. On YouTube, at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Had a lot of fun listening to Wilde and Tausch this morning, 9 to noon across these very stations. Gina Della from Pella joined the show. They had a great toilet paper conversation. Do you go over the top? Do you go underneath? How do you grab it? Tausch then threw in there that he doesn't even want it on a rack. He just wants the toilet paper on the back of the toilet so he can just grab it and figure out what he wants to do, which is barbaric.
That is barbaric. Savage.
That's how germs and feces
All right,
get spread.
Of course you go right to germs.
Oh, yeah, well, definitely do.
Before we get into the meat of our show, this is very, 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 very important because it's something, again, when we talk about Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, there's always something going on, and today is a special day because they're offering anybody who's scheduling an appointment, who visits the showroom or mentions it at the time of setting their appointment today, that they heard through one of us, Brad Nortman, Ben Brust, that you will receive an additional $250 off their window order. That is when you set an appointment. It must be held on before Monday, September 30th. And after all the appointments have been held, guess what? On Wilde and Tausch, they're going to announce one lucky winner to receive an additional $2,000 off a window project. Certain restrictions do apply, but the big news is here, if you call Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, you get $250 off a window order, and you are entered into a $2,000 off a window project. A no-brainer to call 855-PELLA WI. Ben Bruss, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Alex Strofe back at the Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all studio. Strophe, since I didn't have a chance to talk to you, do we have Michelle Smallman earlier on Sportsmanlike? We do, and so the news of the day, we talked about it yesterday without Kyle, is Michelle Smallman on ESPN Wisconsin mornings, 5 to 7 right here on 94.5 ESPN, 5 to 9 on 100.5 ESPN Madison. She has been the bachelorette of the NFL. Grew up in St. Louis. Stan Kroenke took the team to L.A. She's a free agent. She wants a rooting interest in the NFL. She narrowed down her bachelorette choices with 3 roses: the Green Bay Packers, the Chicago Bears, and the New York Jets. Isn't that ridiculous, Kyle?
That's a terrible, terrible choice for the other two. I mean,
the other two they don't belong. They're outcasts.
It's absurd.
You got
absurd.
2 ugly ducklings and the fine one. Obviously, you're going to go with the fine one.
Well, we'll find out, because earlier today, Michelle revealed who she will be a fan of moving forward.
So as you guys know, I am a girl from Illinois, and I went to the University of Illinois. A lot of orange and blue in my closet. And I've always been jealous of my friends who were Bears fans, because they have the monsters of the Midway, like you said, Evan, tough, right there on the water in Chicago. They have a perfect identity. And you guys know how important home is to me, which is why I'm giving my final rose to, wait a minute, I don't live there anymore. I don't live in Illinois anymore. CC, give it to the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah! I can't do this. There we go. Yeah!
The Green Bay Packers.
The Green Bay Packers are officially Michelle Smallman's team. Now, I think the important thing is, all right, that's great. I'm happy that she chose something where, as somebody who grew up in Chicago and does not claim the Bears, it's wonderful that she realized in the short moment that she had of choosing a team not to go with a franchise that has won 1 championship since 1985 and they're still living off it, not going with the miserable and just drama-filled New York Jets, whether that be with Aaron Rodgers or no Aaron Rodgers. She chose the Green Bay Packers. And what I want to know from KBN Nation and from Kyle, Brad, and myself, if you are a Packer fan, what are the top 3 experiences that you have to experience in order to really claim that Packer backer fandom? And so I'll start with our Packer backer, Kyle Wallace, and I want KBN Nation to chime in, 800-990-3776. What experiences as a Packer fan do you need to do? We'll maybe finish with the top 3 list.
Yeah.
But you start us off with, as Kyle Wallace, what does Michelle Smallman need to experience in order to really claim that G?
Listen, the first thing that she needs to experience coming to the great state of Wisconsin, or anywhere that she goes, whether it's going to a Packer bar all the way out on the East Coast where she's at, or coming to Wisconsin and going to a random bar, or going to a tailgate, and she needs to experience in many different settings a go, Pack, go, a random outburst of go, Pack, go. That's what you need to, because there's nothing better than being somewhere random. You see something Packer, you see a Packer fan, you start chanting go, Pack, go, and multiple people start chanting go, Pack, go. The energy that it gives you, the love that it gives you, the piece of home that it gives you. I remember going down to Florida and chanting go, Pack, go. Go, Pack, go. There was so much excitement. I went to Mexico one time, and that's when they played the Cowboys, and Mason Crosby kicked the field goal to win. And I was in Mexico. You know what we started chanting? Go, Pack, go. Go, Pack, go. There is nothing more passionately you can do as a Packer fan than say go, Pack, go. So she needs to experience the greatness of a go, Pack, go chant. I'm telling y'all. Go, Pack, go. It is beautiful. You will smile every time you say it.
Brad
it really
Nortman,
is an
as somebody who played in the NFL for 6 years, played at Lambeau Field, grew up idolizing Desmond Howard, made the local news because you love Desmond. What did you say?
Desmond Howard is leaving.
What would you say from your perspective?
Okay, I came up with a couple things. A couple things to get the brainstorm list going. And Kyle, I love your first one because one of my favorite memories of being a Packer fan before I went to the NFL, and kind of like lost my Packer fanhood to the extent that it was when the Packers won in 2011 for that Super Bowl, going out in downtown Madison. I mean, everybody was out, all the Packer fans of the Madison student body, and just walking down the street and random Go Pack Go starting up. That is very special. She needs to buy a share, right? She needs to be a shareholder. That is something that if you're going to be a true Packer fan and a card-carrying Packer fan, she's got to buy a share, right? She's got to be a shareholder just like our very own Kyle Wallace. Another thing is, she's got to visit Lambeau, but not just visit Lambeau. She has to visit in January and freeze. Now, no one can say they're a true Packer fan until you go through one of those experiences where, hey, I remember when it was 6 degrees and we were nestling up with everyone else in the bleachers, and I only had my warm Packer-filled heart and ice-cold beer to keep me warm. So that's one I thought. And here's another one. Speaking of stadiums she has to visit, you got to go into enemy territory. You got to go to Soldier Field.
That one.
You got to go to Soldier Field. You got to go to enemy territory wearing the green and gold. And speaking of a great chant, how about this chant, Kyle Wallace? The Bears still suck.
Yeah.
If you get one of those going, I will say that she has firmly walked her rite of passage to be a Green Bay Packer fan. Michelle, you got it in you.
No.
Welcome to the family.
Go,
Pat, go.
Come on, Michelle.
I absolutely agree with that Bears thing. There's nothing better, especially when I was at the University of Wisconsin Whitewater, where you get a lot of those Northern Illinois fans, or to say residents, that come up to the University of Wisconsin Whitewater. And when the Packers and the Bears play, of course the Packers win most of the time, to be able to walk around campus and see those stupid Bears fans in their jerseys and say the Bears still suck. Oh, it was glorious.
Well,
Yeah.
and nothing quite like this romantic journey she's been on. She was about to give the rose to the Bears, but then she gave it to the Packers. Nothing will satisfy your girl's heart, and not that she's going to feel like there's any sort of jealousy, quite like stiff-arming the competition,
Well,
right? Like,
she's already off to a good start
She is.
by teasing the Bears fans.
Good point, Ben.
And ripping their heart out like the Green Bay Packers have done under Matt LaFleur, as he is undefeated as the head coach of the Green Bay Packers. Brad, you took one of mine, which is it is a December or January game, and you need to go to the frozen tundra. And you need to be in the stadium on the bleachers where, your butt's freezing because it's so damn cold, but you're in it, and you maybe find some liquid courage to make yourself feel warm. I think another one that is underrated when it comes to the experience of being a Packer fan is you just have to go and stumble upon a random tailgate and make fellow friends with Packer fans.
Good one.
Because Packer fans, if you are with the G, even if you're not, they'll have fun with you. I mean, there's usually pretty good stories about the fan base being pretty genuine to opposing teams coming in. But if you are repping that, you can get a free burger, a brat, some taco dip, some, buffalo cheese dip. Whatever
Beer
it is.
cheese
Beer
dip.
cheese
Beer
dip.
cheese
some fried
Brats,
cheese curds.
curds, whatever it may be, you have to stumble upon a tailgate and make friends with people you did not expect to make friends with going to a Green Bay Packers game.
Absolutely. And I know there's a lot of positivity that we're talking about, whether it's stumbling upon a random tailgate or going to a cold weather game or saying the Bears still suck. But one thing that will truly make you a Green Bay Packers fan is sports is not always about winning. It is also about those heartbreaking moments that you have to think about. So whether it's the Seattle game with the Green Bay Packers, where the Packers lost that football game and went to overtime and they lost that game, or any other NFC championship game where the 49ers beat the Green Bay Packers like they did last year in the playoffs. But you have to experience the Packers heartbreak, because within that heartbreak, there is always another opportunity the next year. There's always a tomorrow with Green Bay Packers fans. If you went to become a New York Jets fan, there is no real tomorrow, because those teams.
The apocalypse is coming every day.
Exactly, because they consistently suck. You look at the Chicago Bears. They don't know if there is a tomorrow. For the Green Bay Packers, we have been blessed and fortunate enough to have three franchise quarterbacks back to back to back. And for us, there is always hope for tomorrow. And again, heartbreak sucks, but believing that the next year you can actually do it is a fantastic feeling.
800-990-3776. As Michelle Smallman became a new Green Bay Packers fan because she does not have a team in her city. She wants to become a Packer fan. She chose the Packers over every other franchise. What experiences does she need to have to truly become a carrier of the G? I see a lot of texts coming in. I want you to continue texting those. I will get to your responses. Plus, we'll continue on. Kyle Brust-Nortman live from the Pella Windows and Doors showroom in Brookfield. Wildy and Taus were here earlier. We're here till 5 o'clock. It's going to be a great time. Snacks, giveaways, an opportunity when you call in to set an appointment. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I see some snacks.
Oh, there's
I
snacks.
got my eyes over there.
Oh, wow. Look at that. I didn't know that was there.
And I don't want to say disrespect, but I really feel as if one person says Jordan Love's going to be the next best thing after Patrick Mahomes, and then another person says, well, I just don't know yet. We have more unknowns about what Jordan Love is going to be from The Ringer. We reveal where they rank Jordan Love heading into the 2024 season in their quarterback rankings and digest it with you, KBN Nation, next.
You're listening to Kyle Brust-Nortman, KBN.
Craig Counsell bobblehead that was given away, and we, just did a nice, soliloquy. Is that the right word?
Yeah, like a montage.
Like a Virgil.
Vigil.
Vigil.
A vigil. We did a vigil.
Vigil.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Hey, it's Alex for Zimbrick European off the Beltline at Rimrock Road. It's been over 4.5 years I've worked with Zimbrick European, and it's time for you to stop on by and check out all the inventory they have to offer. You can also go to ZimbrickEuropean.com for certified pre-owns, Mercedes, Audi, Porsche, electric vehicles. They literally have it all for you. It's your one-stop shop. Don't forget about Mercedes-Benz Sprinter vans as well. Zimbrick European off the Beltline at Rimrock Road. Check it out. You will enjoy it.
The area's best high school sports coverage is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania.
Hey, it's Jesse Nelson. Every Tuesday at 12:30, streaming live on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Don't miss the ESPN Wisconsin Media Poll Rankings Reveal Show. We unveil the top 10 teams in the large division and small division all around the state. That's every Tuesday at 12:30, streaming live on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. The ESPN Wisconsin Media Poll Rankings Reveal Show.
The GRB Rays have established themselves as one of the top baseball programs in the Midwest and the country. GRB Academy offers training programs for players of all ages and skill levels. Learn from some of the best baseball coaches in the area and find the program that fits your training goals and your schedule. Spots are filling up fast, so visit grbacademy.com to sign up now. That's grbacademy.com. GRB Academy, baseball for the serious player.
UW Credit Union presents the Prep Mania Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every you. Learn more at uwcu.org. Here's Dennis Semrau with the UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week.
Our UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, Aaron Schauer, Madison Edgewood High School. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Now, you had the fortune last year of going to state in 3 sports, but the first one, cross country, that was your first year, right? You had done volleyball for a couple years?
Yeah, I decided to do cross country, especially with my track season in my sophomore year. I ended up switching a little bit to distance towards the end of the year, and I knew cross country would probably get me in shape for basketball, so kind of went into it with that mindset and actually ended up really enjoying it.
What was it like to be part of a state championship basketball team?
Yeah, it was like a perfect experience. Going to any state championship, you're going into it with a mindset of just enjoying your time there and being proud of all you've done. But that team, I mean, we had our eyes set on a bigger goal, and it was super awesome to have such a young team, but also have some great senior leaders and to rely on them as well.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that American Family Insurance agents can help build a customized renter's policy so you can protect stuff like this, or this, or even this. Well, case in point. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
At the Home Depot, we know you can't control everything, like when your guests arrive too early for Saturday college football. But you can control your grill. With the Traeger Timberline XL, you can watch the game, not the grill. Monitor your football feast from anywhere using the Traeger app. With the Timberline XL, you can bake, smoke, sear, fry, and saute. That's Desmond Howard level versatility.
Huddle up, the food's done.
Defend your game time with Traeger and the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
can't believe tax season is here already. Look at all this info I have to enter.
Phil's small accounting firm is growing in numbers.
Why didn't I take that typing class in high school?
A data entry specialist could really help him in a crunch.
I got blisters on my fingers.
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, brought to you by Busch Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Madison YouTube channel, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Let's go crazy, crazy, crazy till we see the sun. I know we only met, but let's pretend it's love. And never, never, never stop for anyone. Tonight, let's get some and live wild.
Live from the Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin showroom in Brookfield. It's a no-brainer to stop on by because the one, the only Gina Della from Pella is here. And she has had a great conversation with all of us. She was fantastic with Wilde and Tausch from 9 to noon, and she is scheduled to appear at 2:30, bumping Becoming Relevant with Alex Strofe, our producer, to later in the program. Are you okay with that, Strophe?
Yeah, I think if anybody is going to do that.
No, there's no I think.
Yeah.
Yes. The answer is yes there.
You asked me. You didn't ask
I know,
yourself.
but I'm telling you, next time you should just say, yes, of course. Gina Della over me? Absolutely.
Yeah, I walked in with Gina Della the other day here
No.
downtown
We don't care
Milwaukee.
about
We're
what
buds.
happened the other day. It's about, I said, is it okay if Gina Della goes over Becoming Relevant? And you should say, yes, of course, absolutely, instead of,
Yeah, I think so.
No, you should always be trading somebody who's relevant for you. Always. You can learn something.
Yeah, Gina's even more than relevant. She's famous. I mean, she's more than that.
She's more famous than you, Strofe.
Not a high bar, Kyle.
That's a good answer, buddy. 800-990-3776. That's the ESPN Wisconsin Talk and Text line, and make sure you come by because you have an opportunity to win a $2,000 reduced price on a new order. If you call and tell them Ben Brust and Kyle Brust and Nortman, they were talking about this on the radio. And you know what? I heard them. I was like, I might as well get $250 off a window and then have myself entered to win a grand prize of $2,000 off an order from Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. It's a no-brainer as the doors keep open and people keep flying in. Come on down for your opportunity. Where I want to go to right now is The Ringer. The Ringer put out some QB rankings, and this is a fascinating conversation again where Jordan Love is in the minds of the, I wouldn't say talking heads, but the football nerds. Is that better?
Football nerds. That's a good way to describe The Ringer.
Brad, let's toss it over to you as our football guy / punter, who is want to be football guy.
The punter part wasn't necessary. You could have just stopped at football guy, when I would have gladly taken that. But yeah, the Ringer came out with quarterback rankings, and all offseason from Mike Tannenbaum and Louis Riddick, we've been hearing, oh my gosh, Jordan Love is the number one guy behind Patrick Mahomes that we would start a franchise with today. And that's actually hard to argue against because of his ceiling, his youth, what he's done already. But it eliminates a lot of the quarterbacks. The Ringer set out to rank the quarterbacks today for this upcoming season. And guys, they had Jordan Love ranked at 12. 12 was where Jordan Love was ranked. In front of him was number 10, Geno Smith. Number 9, Aaron Rodgers.
Excuse me?
Geno Smith, 10.
I love me some Geno. He throws a good ball, but damn.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence was 8.
He was 11. I'm sorry.
Okay, good call. I will do all the quarterbacks. I was just going to do the shocking ones.
No, give me them all.
Okay, so Jordan Love was right ahead of Kyler Murray at 13. 11, C.J. Stroud. 10, Geno Smith. 9, our old friend Aaron Rodgers. 8 is Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence at 8. I'm a Jags fan. That's even shocking. Number 7, Joe Burrow. 6 is Dak. 5 is Matthew Stafford. 4, Justin Herbert. And then probably the impeachable top 3. 3 is Josh Allen. 2, Lamar Jackson. Number 1, the baby goat, Patrick Mahomes. So I look at that, And I'm surprised that Jordan Love is so low. And they went out to – here's the three categories: timing, accuracy, arm talent, pocket presence, decision-making, creativity. Now, when the Ringer describes Jordan Love – glowing praise. They describe him as having the arm talent of Rodgers with the power of Favre, but reads defenses like Favre, which I think was kind of a knock, saying that he's got some blind spots and throws some interceptions.
Sounds like a fun watching experience to me.
But guys, to me, this does sound criminally underrated. I mean, Jordan Love is a top 10 quarterback in my eyes. I see Geno Smith, Trevor Lawrence, Dak Prescott, C.J. Stroud's a toss-up. I think even Justin Herbert is who Jordan Love is more than those guys. And why does this matter? To me, you got to have a top 6 quarterback in the NFL if you're going to be a Super Bowl contender this year. Every Super Bowl team or Super Bowl winner has a quarterback that finishes like top 5 in the MVP voting almost every year. So that's why these rankings matter so much. So reading this list, does this change at all where you guys think you have Jordan Love? Because to me, I'd put him easily in the top 8.
Yeah, for me, I'm not going to be upset about this list. You know why? It's
What happened to you over the Labor Day weekend?
No, there are some. I had a really good day yesterday.
Very calm.
There are some bad names ahead of him on this list. I'm not going to lie about that. A Geno Smith being ahead of him, a Trevor Lawrence being ahead of him, that is okay. You know why? I'm going to look at it from this perspective. Is that after one season as an NFL starter, after having 20 games, 19 games as an NFL starter when you include playoffs as well. After one season, this isn't just based off last year. This is based off people's careers. This is why you still see an Aaron Rodgers high on that list, right? This is why you see a Matthew Stafford on this list. This isn't just based off 1 year. This is based off everybody's career, the framework, the body work that they put in, right? And when you look at that list, Geno Smith, I don't believe he deserves to be ahead of him, but Geno has some a good year in Seattle. He had
last year was average. The year before that, he was good.
But this is about the body of work. And so for Jordan Love, after 1 year to be seen as a top 12 quarterback in the NFL, this tells me at the end of this year, if they were to redo a list, Jordan Love will probably fall for sure in the top 10, and he'll probably be a top 5 quarterback at the end of this year. So, and I take a step back. I'm looking at the list. This is about what you have done in your career. And when you're comparing 100 games starting versus 18 games starting, I'm okay with him being below a Matthew Stafford. I'm okay with him being below a Trevor Lawrence. But what I do know this is that the talent that he has, he will definitely leapfrog all those guys ahead of him by the end of this year.
Yeah,
so I'm okay with it right now.
I mean, look, I'm with Kyle. Well, what a start to the week. I'm with Kyle.
Welcome to the good side.
You said it pretty good. I mean, when I look at this list, I think about what each player on the list has done over the course of their career, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is a career list. There's a reason why, like, Aaron Rodgers didn't play last year. He played one snap, but of course he's number 9 because there's a body of work. He's a 4-time MVP, and I guess if you want to take into account that when he was really mad and PO'd about the fact that they drafted Jordan Love, he went on a back-to-back MVP run. The only one that, sure, if you want to have a Geno Smith conversation, we can have that.
Yeah, that's a little ridiculous. I don't understand why Geno's on the list.
He's a seasoned vet, but whatever. He was a journeyman quarterback until
he
he started playing well.
Ain't no way.
But you get my point here. Is the fact that C.J. Stroud is 11 and Jordan Love is 12 is basically saying we think they're good, but we also know that in these quarterback rankings, year to year things do change, right? Like when Jalen Hurts. Where would Jalen Hurts be after the Super Bowl year? And where would Jalen Hurts be after last year? So, again, there's more data for these rankings based off it's not who you believe is going to have a better year. It's not who's going to do this. It's like what you know about these guys. Here's how I'd rank them. And to be honest, Jordan Love, as much as we want to remember the 10 great games, the start of the season, the team was 2-5, and things weren't looking that great.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was the Kyle Wallaces were nervous, Packer fans were a little uneasy, but it doesn't mean we have to take away what he did do, which was play great in 10 games. But if you look at all these guys, they're seasoned vets. You got your 3-time Super Bowl Mahomes. You have Lamar, who is proven but stinks in the playoffs. You have Josh Allen, who we know he's talented. Justin Herbert, I think, is high, but again, there's more body of work. Matthew Stafford's a Super Bowl winning quarterback that elevated a Rams team after they got rid of Jared Goff.
I like Stafford
and the thing is, we talk about Stafford. He was killing it in Detroit. He was a really good quarterback, and they just couldn't win games.
Just, franchise without Dan Campbell, I guess. Joe Burrow, Super Bowl. Trevor Lawrence, more body of work. Aaron Rodgers, we know. And then Geno Smith, will scratch him out. And I'm just eliminating.
Yeah, I don't understand how Geno.
Yeah.
And then C.J. Stroud and Jordan Love are in that same boat, other than the fact that I'm guessing they put C.J. Stroud ahead of Jordan Love. You know why? Because he played more consistent over the entire season. So I'm fine with him if we just eliminate Geno Smith, and then I'm good with the list.
But, guys, the Packers aren't a Super Bowl contender if Jordan Love is a 12th quarterback.
This is what you're wrong about this.
You're in the weeds right now,
you're
Brad.
wrong about this, Brad.
This
because
is an example of where he's ranked in one season of play as quarterback. It's hard to play one season of quarterback and jump Aaron Rodgers, Joe Burrow, Dak Prescott, even Trevor Lawrence, who's put up decent numbers, and I believe they won the playoff game or blew the playoff game. No, they won. They came back and beat the Chargers.
Brad, let me just remind you who else is below him. Jared Goff, what did Jared Goff do? Has he been to a Super Bowl before?
Yes, he has.
He's below him. Brock Purdy, has he been to the Super Bowl before?
I think that's criminally underrated for both of them.
He's below. Jalen Hurts.
Also to a Super Bowl.
That's what I'm saying. You got guys who have been to a Super Bowl. So this is why you should be excited, is that Jordan Love, after 1 year, is held in this higher regard that he's ahead of guys that, to us, Jalen Hurts has been talked about, was an MVP candidate going into last season. Brock Purdy is a guy that has basically led this San Francisco football team and gave them new hope and new life that they actually have figured it out at that quarterback position. So the fact that he's already this high on the list speaks volumes about the type of talent that he has in him. So when they say that he has the arm strength of Brett Favre, that he has the arm talent of Aaron Rodgers, and the fact that even Brett Favre, he may make some decisions like Brett Favre, the fact that he's in the same breath as those two legendary quarterbacks lets you know what the Green Bay Packers have. What you get to talk about week in and week out is how great Jordan Love was on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Thursday.
Quick aside, Brett Favre has been tweeting out on his personal account on Twitter X his own highlights, and I'm here for it.
Oh, I could watch some Brett Favre
you know what I mean? And
highlights.
him just being like, I think I could play quarterback with the rules in today's day and age, and he's just slinging it around. Alex in Kenosha, not high on Jordan Love. You'll eat your words at the end of the year when Jordan Love isn't even a top 10 QB.
He will be in that Hall of Fame talk. Just wait on it.
There's that vocal minority that still doesn't believe after
Based
the 10
off
games.
what, though? Like, for real, because when you say he won't be top 10 after 10 games, is it just based off that you hope that he's going to regress, or is it just based off the fact that you're a hater?
But wait, you guys are saying he doesn't deserve to be top 10 on this list.
No, all I'm saying is based off the body of work that
Which
all
is
these
1 year
quarterbacks that are
versus
ahead
all
of
the
him.
rest.
By the end of this year, he'll easily be on that top 10 on that list. Easily.
So is there 10 you're starting a team just for this season. Are there 10 quarterbacks you would take before Jordan Love for just this season?
No, and on that list, you ain't taking those 10 quarterbacks ahead of Jordan Love.
This is a body of work list. It's not a who you take in this season.
This is not the best quarterbacks for this year, right? When you talk, we'll say fantasy.
I don't care how they label it. I am reading between the lines, and Kyle is as well, and they're saying this is a body of work, and this is how we're ranking them, no matter how old they are or where they're at in their career.
Geno Smith
I took it as
is
a
not,
snapshot.
No, Geno Smith is not better than Jordan Love. Geno Smith is not better than Jalen Hurts. Geno Smith ain't better than Brock Purdy. But I guess according to them, they believe his body of work is.
How is his body of work better than them?
I don't know. You play in the NFL. Don't ask me.
Yeah, 800-990-3776. Ask Brad. Don't ask Kyle. I do want to get to what is our favorite part of the show. But before we do, I want you to tell us about American Family Insurance because we need to continue to protect our precious Jordan Love.
We have to continue to protect our precious Jordan Love, just like you need to protect those things that matter to you. And you can do that with American Family Insurance. Remember, life's better when you're protected under one roof with American Family Insurance. And what I love about them is they have a bundle program where you can basically bundle home and auto. And when you bundle home and auto, you can save up to 25%. Yes, 25% on your home and auto policy. So you don't want to be concerned about any type of weather patterns that we have here in Wisconsin. You don't want to be concerned driving on the roads. You can have a peace of mind when you are protected with American Family Insurance. So as I always say, and I want you to always remember, is I want you to insure carefully and dream fearlessly with American Family Insurance. Go to amfam.com right now to start a quote, or you can continue on with a previous quote that you had before, or you can get in contact with an agent near you. Visit amfam.com today. Do not wait.
This is Must Listen Radio. Every time she is on, she is electric. Whether it be on Wilde and Tausch telling you where to put your toilet paper on top or behind, or whatever X-rated language she's going to use that we might have to dump. It's Gina Della from Pella, live from Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, joining Kyle Brust-Nortman next. Don't you go anywhere.
This is Kyle Brust-Nortman.
So they are lucky. Those other teams, whether it's Kentucky or whether it's Oregon or was it TCU?
That was TCU.
TCU, they're lucky I didn't play in that game. You got upset by a bad team, TCU.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Ben Brust for Road America. The best place in Elkhart Lake is America's National Park of Speed. Make the most out of your summer at Road America. Come see a race at the legendary 4-mile, 14-turn road course that has hosted some of the best races since 1955. Camp on site all weekend and enjoy free admission for kids 16 and under with a paying adult at the gate. Up next, the Aaron's Art on Wheels weekend, September 13th through the 15th. Come for the experience, stay for the race. Get your tickets at roadamerica.com. That's roadamerica.com.
Hi, I'm John Hayes, owner of Goodman's Jewelers. I've been here for over 4 decades now, and I can tell you here at Goodman's Jewelers, we pride ourselves on high standards, classic traditions, honesty, and integrity. We're a small independent jeweler with a great history, so you'll find us more personal than other big-name jewelers. Find Goodman's Jewelers in the heart of Madison at 220 State Street. Goodman's Jewelers, the Diamond Store Madison since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
Starion Bank redefines local banking in Madison. As a community bank with a commitment to Dane County, experience a banking relationship where your goals are our priority. Enjoy competitive deposit and loan rates and a partnership that thrives on local engagement and support. Starion Bank is more than a full-service financial institution. It's a community pillar dedicated to your prosperity. Visit one of our convenient branches in Middleton, Monona, or Sun Prairie. Starion Bank, offering banking, lending, mortgage, and cash management.
The biggest names in the basketball world.
Dame, Dollar, Lillard.
Having fun and honest conversations.
He puts it in the shoe, right? And sets the tone for brothers and sisters and family.
Every week, Thanasis Adetokounmpo sits down with special guests on Thanalysis Show. Presented by Carbless ready-to-drink cocktails.
Fantastic.
Find Thanalysis Show on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts. And on YouTube by searching Thanalysis Show.
Evan Canty and Michelle are unsportsmanlike.
Is my boldest take of the season, and that's that Aaron Rodgers will win the MVP award. Yes, I know he's in his 40s. Yes, I know he's coming off an Achilles. Yes, I know he plays for the New York Jets. But this is a guy who's done it 4 times, including twice with his current offensive coordinator. Oh, and he has a strong defense to back him up.
Unsportsmanlike.
Unsportsmanlike. Weekdays from 5 to 9 on 100.5 ESPN.
When severe weather hits and the power goes out, do you have a plan? For reliable power and peace of mind, propane can do that. It only takes about 10 seconds for a propane-powered generator to restore power to your home. So no matter what Mother Nature has in store, you know you're prepared. Learn more at WIPGA.org. This message is sponsored by your local propane provider and the Wisconsin Propane Education and Research Council.
Teachers are diverse, skilled leaders, innovating to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Teaching shapes lives. Are you ready? Explore teaching at teach.org, supported by the U.S. Department of Education and 1 million teachers of color.
What's on Tap, brought to you by Miller Lite, the original light beer. Rooting for the Brew Crew, because we're from Milwaukee too. Tastes like Miller time. Add Brewers games to your after-school plans with the $9 student special tickets, courtesy of UW Credit Union. Every weekday, high school and college students score Brewers tickets for as low as $9. Get yours at brewers.com/students. Milwaukee Brewers Baseball and Miller Lite.
Join the Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock, for Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Get the information you need as you plan for retirement. That's Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Investment advisory services offered through Retirement Income Strategies, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, brought to you by Busch Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Madison YouTube channel, and Wisconsin On Demand.
everybody. Gina Della from Pella. It's Kyle Brust-Nortman live from the Pella Windows and Doors showroom here in Brookfield. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Alex Strofe running the show. You, KBN Nation, should be ready to chime in because you never know what's going to happen with Gina Della from Pella. That's 800-990-3776. And you can see all four of us on YouTube at ESPN Madison and at ESPN Wisconsin or ESPN Milwaukee. So, Gina, how the heck did you land on toilet paper conversation this morning on Wilde and Tausch?
It's past due. It was a topic should have been talked about months ago.
Oh,
All these people have been waiting. They could have had solutions for months. We waited way too long.
And that is, you are pro the toilet paper facing out versus underneath?
Correct.
Do you guys have a preference,
When
Brad?
you
You're crazy.
You're
when it
saying
comes
like,
to your house.
are you saying you want the toilet paper roll to go over the top, or you want it to go
Correct.
underneath? See, that's the only way to do it. I will, if someone has installed my toilet paper the other way, I will uninstall it and correct their mistake. That's the only way to do it.
Yeah, I cannot lie. When I sit down to handle my business, I'm just reaching over to. If I got to reach over the top, I'm gonna grab it. Underneath, I'm gonna roll it. I'm gonna do what I got to do because I'm just trying to clean myself.
So,
there.
Gina,
Those are called bidets.
oh, wow.
yeah,
Nice.
you can use one.
It'd be
bidet endorsement.
It would be very, very good for my
Pella Windows
body.
and Doors in Wisconsin does not come with a bidet. I can do that.
That is a truth.
Yet.
And
Yeah.
to tie a bow on this, I don't use toilet paper.
Oh my gosh, that's
I use flushable wipes everywhere I go, Gina. Right here in the backpack,
Oh,
everywhere I
sure
go.
as the ship
Oh,
sails.
trusty.
Oh, my God. Can you see this? It's a true story. And it says, please do not. They are flushable, but don't use if you have a septic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't.
Gina,
I don't. I have
does
one of
that
those garbage cans that, you can press the lid and.
Does that strike you as?
Wait, whoa. You don't put those in the garbage can, do you?
Yeah.
You walk from the bathroom
No,
and
we
take
have-
them into the baby's little thing?
We don't put them in the diaper pail, Gina.
Wait a minute, you wipe and then you put it in the the garbage?
It's got a top.
Who dumps the garbage out?
who cleans the garbage out?
I take out the
the bathroom.
Can you guys hold my hand right now? This is very stressful to me.
Yeah, we got you,
Why?
Gina.
Okay,
Do you know
good.
how disgusting that bathroom smells?
It doesn't.
Oh, that's a lie.
If it did, my fiance is the cleanest person in the entire world. She would make me.
No, love will have you do
suffer
some
with
crazy
bad-
things.
No,
and she's
that-
doing this crazy thing.
Yeah.
Ain't no
Or
way.
something.
Ain't no way.
That's the only explanation. Is that she's just love drunk right now.
Blind in love.
That's
no
the only-
schnoz blockers, bro.
Seriously. Does the
Boy, there's no reason not to be blind in love here, right, Gina?
Right. I love you.
That was fake.
does the fact
That sounded
that-
like what
No,
my in-laws say to me.
I actually do love you. Go ahead.
the fact
Brad.
that Ben walks around with these wipes, he just pulled them out of his backpack. Does that
Two
strike you
bags.
as brilliant or high maintenance?
Both.
Or I don't even know what would be either one of those words. Interesting.
Interesting.
yeah.
Disturbing.
Disturbing.
All right, we're going to have plenty of conversation, but I do, while we have you, want you to tell the people listening right now, and when they listen back as well, what the heck is going on here, because it's a lot of good stuff for all of the great fans of ESPN Wisconsin.
It is, because this is fourth quarter. Everybody's going to start freaking out about their windows and doors in about 4 weeks when it starts to get cold. And we should have did our windows, so get in here because we can't install unless you order. Get in here or call 855-PELLA-WI or call the guy's number. Go to PellaWI.com and say you heard us on, what do you say, Ben, Brad, Kyle Show, the KB, la la la.
KBN.
KBN. La la la. That's a
I kinda
whole
like that.
Kyle
situation.
Brust-Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin.
Correct. And get $250 off your order and go into a drawing for $2,000 off of your order. Certain restrictions apply.
I remember when I walked in here, seeing all the beautiful Pella windows and doors. I remember just reminded of the innovation that Pella has, but it also reminded me of Ben Brust's innovation level of literally around this showroom like I was around a playground. I get that it excites people. That was my first thing I remember when I walked in.
Has
I was
anybody
like,
acted like that before?
before or after?
So I go over by the reps who are waiting to help all the customers.
They thought I was a field
and
rep.
they thought you were a field rep.
I said I sold a couple patio doors,
Yeah.
$81 a month.
They're like, what a nice young man.
Wow.
And then I'm like, that young man was crawling under the screens. He was opening and closing windows, and poor Brad's trying to take notes. And
Brad was like, so what did you say, Gina?
I had a notepad.
He was the perfect student.
I do. And Ben's over here opening and closing windows. Brad, check this out. Check this out. I'm trying to like vigorously take notes. It was an experience, Gina.
It was
really
an experience.
Gina Della from Pella joining us here on Kyle Brust and Nortman, or KB La 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 La, as you put it.
That should be your new name.
I
It's
like
a
it.
lot to say.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like I feel like I have a mouthful of teeth.
KBN la 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 la.
La 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 la.
Live on 94.5 ESPN and 100.5 ESPN Madison.
So I look forward to our consultation about my home. And what I cannot wait to do is have you with my fiance, because I have a vision. But how many times once you have the conversation does which spouse usually ends up taking over?
Liz will take over. Liz will absolutely take over. And that's okay.
Yeah,
if Liz is happy, you're happy.
It is.
Now that's wise words right there.
So she has expensive tastes.
You don't need to be there, by the way. You do not.
Oh, you don't want me there.
Don't you guys think?
Ben, Pella has affordable plans, right? To be able to make it affordable for any plan and any budget.
Right.
Oh, you get that on your notepad?
Yeah, I did. Quote exactly. Any
Good
plan
job.
for any budget.
We have a product for every home and budget. Oh, see, it's all going to be okay. And we have a financing plan.
She's going to be
good.
You
don't need to be
what
there.
What about me?
Because all you going to do is sit there and be a distraction, running around the house with baby. Just
or the
what
wipes.
What are you going to add? What are you going to add to the conversation anyway, Ben?
Nothing.
She has more style than you.
Oh, she does.
I mean, all the things that equip her to be a better selector in this situation.
Let's just practice what you're going to say. Yes, I like that. Yes, what a great idea.
Yes,
yes, you're a genius.
Are you guys training me?
Yes, that's all. Yes.
You guys are training me.
Yes.
Yes. It's exactly what we're
yes.
doing.
And by the way, Elizabeth, how beautiful you're going to look next to that new window.
I thought you were going to sit next
sales
to me
pitch?
at the wedding in August and next year.
I would think you were going to
and you said by the window.
You're so handsome.
Now this
You'll
is,
be perfect.
Now this is a question. Should Ben invite us to his wedding? Kyle,
Oh, I
me,
thought you were going to say
and
to the window
Stroh.
appointment.
Oh, well, that.
So should he?
I would enjoy.
Should he invite the KB La 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 to the wedding?
Yes.
You're not inviting them to your wedding?
We're on the fringe, Gina.
They're closer away from the fringe list than Alex Stroh, who just joined us in Milwaukee like 4 or 5 months ago. So, again, venues have. That was Mark Tauscher saying I'd regret not inviting Stroh. You have capacity limits, right? And
What is your capacity?
I mean, that's between me and the wedding planner.
It's a pretty good
I
capacity.
think we need to talk about this as a family. I'm not happy
Well, there's
about
an
this.
extra room that we're going to purchase, for rental for all the kids, the nieces and nephews that we have. I have a spot for Stroh in the kids' room.
Is Bruce's Aunt Gina coming? Wait, let's hack with you guys. What about Aunt Gina?
Ooh, put you on the spot,
Look
Ben.
at
That's
that.
hesitation.
Your blood will be there.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That was
I
a
know
no.
who that is.
That was disrespectful.
That was a hard no.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Your blood.
That was a hard no.
Is that supposed to make her feel better? You're saying no to
How is
her.
she going to make those
I
members
didn't
eat
say
that plate?
no. I just said her blood will be there. I didn't say whose blood, if it was her son's blood or hers blood.
The way that we're saying blood is a little creepy now.
What are we doing? Sacrificing ourselves at this wedding? I don't think I want to go. You have my spot.
Your
at
blood.
Would you be upset, Gina, if you were not invited to the wedding?
No, I would not.
No.
Well, I'll be sad.
What was the difference between sad and upset? This
I'll
turned
cry.
fast,
I'll
by the
cry.
way. This turned horrible.
You brought it up.
I know. I do that a lot.
Can I
What
ask-
else do you want to talk about?
Well, I do want to ask this because I know one of your sons pretty well, and I like him a lot. But there's one thing that I just don't like about him, and it usually is around the football season, and he starts cheering for this team from below us, who's beneath us, who's not that great. A Bears fan. How is that? Are you a Bears fan?
Did we talk about this before? I thought we had to talk about
No.
I didn't
this.
know
This is what happens to
Because
all you people who are pregnant.
Everyone who listens loves to hear the story of how
Caleb Williams
somebody in
sucks.
Wisconsin decides to become a Bears fan.
Yeah, this is so disappointing. He's a great guy, but he's
a
one
great
thing.
human. He does the right thing, and then that happened. It's my fault.
Oh, no.
It's my fault. I had one glass of wine when he was in the womb. And beware. Do not. This is where it all changed. I can't even. It's embarrassing. But I love him unconditionally. What are you going to do? He's in counseling a lot because of it.
Yeah, that's true testing of a mother's love right there.
Oh, God.
Baby girl, if you're listening, no wine when you get pregnant. No wine.
No
they ain't
wine.
having no Bears fan in my house.
Alex Stroh, please hit the breaking news sounder.
Now this is some breaking
Is that my
news.
wedding invitation?
Per my fiance, please tell Gina she is 100% invited. Strofe still on the fringe.
Oh, wow.
How about that?
Joy and celebration.
Welcome.
Alex, I'm so sorry for the possible loss.
Yeah, I mean,
Now Strofe's even more likely out.
Even further. You just stole the spot.
+1 for
Say it
Gina?
again, Stropey.
Oh, Strofe.
+1.
That would be fine.
Oh, wow.
What about Chris?
What about Chris? We'll talk about it. To be decided later.
All right. I could do the whole show with Gina. I'm not even joking. But I do want to make sure that we're capitalizing on what you're offering to our great fans right now, which is an opportunity if you call and say, hey, I was listening to KB La 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 or Kyle Bruston-Ortman or KBN or whatever you want to say. When you call and set up an appointment, you say, I heard it on this show. You will get $250 off a window and a chance to be entered in to the $2,000 grand prize drawing with the restrictions that do apply.
$250 off your project.
$250 off your project. Could be a window, could be a door.
Correct. Anything
or
you
enter
want.
to win the $2,000.
Correct. Yes.
KB La 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 La.
And maybe if you say Elizabeth is beautiful, we'll even give you an extra gift card.
Oh, wow. I don't know if she wants to be part of this.
Look at he gets so shy.
Is this in the contest rules?
No. No.
We edit it, typed up real quick.
Yeah, real quick.
Yeah, we can edit it.
855 Pella WI, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. PellaWI.com. Anything else that we need to share with the people while we're at it? Because I know you and I have the consultation. I know my words are yes, yes, and yes, right, when I'm there with my fiance. Anything else that our fans need to know about the great work you guys do?
No, get in before it's too cold and you're remorseful you waited too long.
Well said.
Thank
you,
guys.
The one, the only Gina Della from Pella. On the other side, we have more Kyle Bruston-Nortman. Poor Strofe. He just goes farther and farther down the list. Next.
You're listening to Kyle Bruston-Nortman.
We've called him Whitey Tighties. We've called him the Hall Monitor. He's Jesse Nelson. Like, he's just, I am Jesse Nelson. Kyle, you're Jesse Nelson.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Alex Strofe.
Varsity on Wisconsin On Demand is home to all the latest and best Badgers content on ESPN Wisconsin. Subscribe on Apple, Spotify, Wisconsin On Demand, and wherever you get your podcasts.
With your Badger Minute, I'm Riley Yauk. Head coach Luke Fickell had his weekly press conference on Monday after the Badgers' 28-14 victory over Western Michigan and said that despite a lack of consistency, he was still pleased with what he saw from quarterback Tyler Van Dyke's performance last Friday.
But all in all, I was impressed with how he handled everything. A new guy coming in, wanting to kind of showcase everything and do things like that. He really kind of stuck to the plan and did what we wanted him and needed him to do.
Get as low as $18 per window and $81 per patio door per month at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Offer on September 30th, so visit PellaWI.com today.
Whether you own a local business or a global one, you're always looking for ways to position your operation to create opportunities and move on them faster. With Bank of America, you get access to experts, award-winning insights, and business solutions so powerful, you'll make every move matter. Locally and globally. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. What would you like the power to do? Copyright 2024 Bank of America N.A.
Step into the batter's box for BetMGM's Swing for the Fences free-to-play game. Pick an area of the strike zone and take your best swing. If you get a single, double, triple, or home run, you'll receive a prize. Smash a home run to collect a bonus bet on us. BetMGM and GameSense for money to gamble responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only. This U.S. promotional offer not available in Mississippi, Nevada, Ontario, or Puerto Rico. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. For New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For Arizona, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. For Massachusetts, 1-800-327-5050. For Iowa, 1-800-BETS-OFF. For Puerto Rico, 1-800-91-0023. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards vary depending on market. Expire 24 hours from issuance. In partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel.
You know Fleet Farm's got everything for everyday life. But did you also know we have the best prices guaranteed every day? Pet food, wild bird food, automotive, hunting, fishing, farming, you name it. All your everyday essentials, all at the best prices guaranteed. And if you happen to find a lower price elsewhere, we'll match it. Any day, every day. Fleet Farm's got everything you need for everyday life at the best prices guaranteed.
Nothing makes being outdoors better than having the right gear and the right crew. So here's an idea. Let Mountain Dew supply the gear and you bring the friends. Because when you buy specially marked multi-packs of Mountain Dew, you can collect points and earn epic limited edition outdoor gear. We're talking everything from custom Mountain Dew camp chairs and backpack coolers to exclusive Mountain Dew tents, fishing boats, and more. So buy Dew, collect points, get gear, and get outside with Mountain Dew outdoor gear.
Open to legal U.S. residents 18 plus. Subject to program terms at dewoutdoors.com and 12/31/24. Void or prohibited.
Every event tells a story, from the first impression to the final moments. Have someone guide your guests through every chapter the way you want the story told. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With a strong presence, great voices, and an award-winning team, trust us to guide, direct, and inform your guests through all the different chapters of the day. For fun, memorable entertainment for any event, please visit us at celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer. Our policy is to provide equal opportunity employment, development, and advancement to all current and potential teammates. If you are an organization that maintains a job bank, provides employment information, or gives job referrals, you may request to be placed on the station's mailing list for future career opportunities. To learn more about careers at Good Karma Brands, please email careers@goodkarmabrands.com.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
All these lights, they can't blind me. With your love, nobody can drag me down. Nobody can drag me.
800-990-3776. That's the ESPN Wisconsin talk and text line. Kyle Brust and Norman live from the Pella Windows and Doors Experience Center in Brookfield. Big shout out to the wonderful Gina Della from Pella for joining us in our last segment. And yeah, they say you should never outshine the bride. Strophe, Ben is probably worried about you stealing his limelight at the reception from Chef Ed.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't think you're concerned about that. I think it just comes down to capacity. I think it's that simple. There's only so many plates we can give, only so many numbers, and that's what it is, man.
Hey, it is what it is. Sorry, man. Gina jumped you on the list, you know. What I do want to get back to is the Green Bay Packers, because our Packer backer, Kyle Wallace, is back with us, and he is the king of reading an article and then getting really excited about it.
Yeah, absolutely. So as I was enjoying our long, nice, beautiful Labor Day weekend, I was perusing, and there was something that happened last week. The Green Bay Packers added a kicker that we all talked about last week extensively. And so with that, as I was reading some different things, something that popped out to me is that our kicker kicked a 56-yard.
What's his name?
Braden Narverson.
Yeah, you got it right.
Good job.
And so, yeah, I'm going to be saying that name a lot. But it was reported that he kicked a 56-yarder into the wind. And Jair Alexander, we all know about Jair Alexander. He's a very confident individual, very outspoken individual. He told Matt LaFleur, man, I love this guy. I love this guy after seeing him kick field goals in practice. And then to go on top of that, our head coach, Matt LaFleur, when asked by Rob Demovsky if he's seen enough to be confident in our kicker already, who's only been here for a week. He said, I absolutely have seen enough to be confident in Mr. Narveson to be the field goal kicker for the Green Bay Packers. Never in my life have I seen so much conversation and so much confidence in a kicker who has never kicked a field goal in an actual regular season game in the NFL. All this tells me, all this shows me how terrible our kicking competition was here in Green Bay for them to be actually like just happy a guy hit a 56-yard field goal into the wind.
I'm right there with you, Kyle. I mean, the fact that the Packers signed him a week ago, I think he's kicked twice in practice. That's it. Never once kicked in a regular season game.
I've seen enough.
How do we know that the other kickers were just so bad that anything above really bad is just feeling amazing?
That's what I think this is. I think this is just desperation, like almost trying to convince yourself, like, okay, our nightmare is over. We have found our kicker, and we are confident in his abilities. But, guys, you know me. I'm a specialist. I root for my specialists, love my kickers and punters. But I can't declare Braden Narveson is that dude, and he's a top NFL kicker and a guy that you can count on until I actually see it in a regular season game. It's one thing to hit a 56-yard field goal on Ray Nitschke Field. It's another thing to do it in Brazil against the Eagles when the game's on the line. So I want to wait until the moment that you are in the game because that is a completely different equation than kicking in practice. So I think this is just getting too overeager because the Packers are desperate for a solution.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right.
Stop it. No, you don't. No, you don't. Listen, this
yeah,
game,
he does.
Come on. It is game week. We ain't bringing none of this negativity. If Matt LaFleur or Jair Alexander say they've seen enough,
Jair, you're going with Jair about kicking.
This is a new Jair. Listen, I know one thing. Jair's seen enough kicking in practice.
Kicking.
He's seen enough in practice to know what a good kicker looks like.
Can I just say something, Kyle?
Go ahead.
When you start doing this, this is when you set yourself up for failure.
Yeah.
And then you start you're going to come on Monday and damn it, like
yeah, you better defend Braden Narveson if he misses a field goal.
I will defend him. I'm a believer unless he misses multiple extra points. Then I'm gonna come in on Monday, or no, I'm gonna come in on Monday.
And you need to say, Ben and Brad, you were right, I was wrong.
You know what? But when he makes a lot of field goals in
Brazil,
what y'all gonna say on Monday?
I hope he does.
Win,
I would cheer my kicker on.
It is amazing that you
samba. We gonna samba. Y'all gonna have to samba on camera on Monday. If Braden, look at them hips.
Loose hips.
Y'all hips ain't gonna be lying on Monday.
No, my lips ain't going anywhere near you. But I do love, speaking of lips, Potawatomi Casino Hotel.
Peter.
What a transition. The Potawatomi Sportsbook is amazing, and if you haven't been there, you're missing out. It is the movie theater of sports viewing. Dozens of self-service betting kiosks, seating for over 200. Restaurant dubbed The Kitchen. We're going to be there tomorrow. It's going to be amazing because they have awesome food, and we're always stuffed to the brim. VIP deck, which you can rent out if you're looking for a really unique experience. And then if you're in a rush, they have 20-minute reserved parking spaces near the Skywalk. Visit the movie theater of sports, baby. There's going to be games on all weekend long. No place to go other than Potawatomi Sportsbook. You'll love it. I guarantee it. Check them out. Romeo Dobbs limited. He should play, traveling with the team. But we have a conversation we want to talk with you about the wide receivers because until we figure out who is the guys that are going to step up right there, in a perfect world, yes, all four, you keep them if they all play great at the same time and blah, blah, blah. But there is a reality that at some point somebody's going to have to step up, so you have to make decisions of who you want and who you don't want. And I think another Brad Brain Trust, I didn't get to see who brought it up in the show prep. I think this is a Brad Nugget special. We'll hit it next in 2 minutes on Kyle Brust-Nortman.
Stinky Ben. Stinky Ben. Stinky Ben.
It takes a team to meet just about any goal, and that's as true on the football field as it is in the office. So it's good to know that you have the Gordon Flesh Company on your side. For more than 60 years, GFC has provided cutting-edge office technology for companies of all sizes, and as the nation's largest Canon dealer, GFC delivers the latest office technology, serviced, and is supported by the most experienced professionals in the industry. That's business technology managed. Visit gflesh.com to learn more.
Hey, it's Kelly Sheffield, Wisconsin Badgers volleyball head coach. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good afternoon, Madison. I'm Ryan Wollersheim, and this is your Sports Center update brought to you by Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin's Road America. The Aaron's Art on Wheels weekend is coming up September 13th through the 15th. Get your tickets today and go check out the full season schedule at roadamerica.com. And the Green Bay Packers on the road, or flying actually, out to Brazil for their Friday season opener against the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles currently favored by 3 points per ESPN bet. And the Packers heading out to Sao Paulo today amid some worries from Eagles players and others about the security risks that could be going on down in Brazil. It'll be the NFL's first time playing on the South American continent, and per ESPN's Adam Schefter, Sao Paulo has tightened some security ahead of the game as players have voiced concerns about traveling to Latin America's largest country, the Brazilian state announced on Wednesday. Head over to ESPNWisconsin.com for more news and coverage about the Packers season opener heading into Friday. Then the Milwaukee Brewers, they have their rubber match in a 3-game home series against the Cardinals. They fell 7-4 in the 11th inning last night, though Jackson Churio still going 2 for 4 with a solo home run and an RBI double, just 1 home run away from a 20 home run, 20 stolen base
Metro
season.
Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studios in Madison, this is Kyle Brust and Nordman, KBN. Sponsored by Busch Light on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Madison on YouTube, and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Hanging at the Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin showroom in Brookfield. I would really like to take a break these next 15 minutes. You guys do the show, and I could just go around with Gina and have as much fun as I did last time with Brad.
KB la la la.
KB la la la.
Beautiful.
I love that. That's a part of the show now, and I think it's never going to leave. Yeah, but I'm not, because we can stay here afterwards and hang out. And if you don't know what's going on, you have an opportunity to get $250 off a project with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin by setting an appointment today and mentioning KB la la la.
KB la la la.
Yeah. That or Kyle Brust and Nordman, KBN, whatever you want to say. And then you also could be entered to win the $2,000 grand prize, where there are restrictions that do apply, but it's going to be worth your time to get the appointment, get a certain amount of dollars off, that $250 off a project, and then make your home beautiful. Make it energy efficient, and don't be one of the dummies like I have been in my new home, where the windows are so old that I'm like, how come the heat just keeps seeping out? Don't let that happen to you. Visit PellaWI.com. Now, the Green Bay Packers on Friday, it's 2 days away. Kyle, real quick, before we get into our as you wipe your face full of taco dip, where are you at right now? You know, like this, it's just been a while since I've seen him. I got to take the pulse of our Packer backer before I talk about, like, the wide receivers, because one of the things that we deal with here on the show, and you, the fans of KBN Nation listening, Kyle is very emotional as it comes to his Packers. He loves them so much that when he loses, he can't watch football.
Yeah.
It affects his mood on the show Monday. We're basically all there as like therapists for him to help build him up, or we usually make We usually make you feel worse, though, because we start talking about things in the game that made you upset. But where are you right now?
It's the calm before the storm, right? Because it really is.
We're about to weather that storm.
Because you're going into the season, and it's all this anticipation, all this waiting that you've done since the season ended last year when Jordan Love threw the interception, and all the hope, all the aspirations, all the things that you imagined that this Green Bay Packers football team was going to do and going to be. Everything that you were hoping for, you now get to see it on display. Finally on Friday. So as of right now, I'm calming myself down. I had some people reach out to me and say, hey, what do you want to do on Friday? I'm chilling at the crib. I'm watching the game. I'll have the big screen TV, and I'm going to be solo dolo enjoying this Green Bay Packer game.
Is that solo bolo?
No, solo dolo. I don't know what bolo is, but I say solo.
A bolo is a type of tie.
Polo tie, I know.
What's dolo mean?
Solo dolo? Oh, that's a saying. Like you're going to be by yourself.
I thought it was solo bolo. 800-990-3776.
But I'm getting excited.
Solo bolo or solo dolo?
Oh, it's solo dolo.
let's let the fans decide.
All right, yeah, I can't wait to hear what the response is, but I can tell you this right now. I am just slowly getting excited. It's only Wednesday right now. When Thursday comes, I'm going to be super excited. But Friday, because we have Green Bay game day right here on ESPN Wisconsin starting at 4 o'clock, so we get bumped a little bit early. At 4 o'clock on Friday, I have 3 hours to kill. 3 hours to waste until it is kickoff time. I'm telling y'all, I'm going to be super excited for that game.
So we talked yesterday. Are you more excited or nervous?
I'm excited. I'm excited.
No. Nervous or confident?
Or nervous or confident. Good correction.
Everyone's excited.
Yeah, you're right.
Nervous or confident.
And the results of our poll might surprise you.
No, I guess
this is what Strofe did.
This is indicative.
You don't do the
because you
confidence is something that you feel. So confidence is something
it's
that
a quick
I would
answer
hear.
Because
like,
you feel
I'm confident. Yeah, I know what I'm getting into.
No, you feel good about the season, but there still is a lot of unknown because what we did last year was miraculous. That the Green Bay Packers were 3-6, and then they finished the season 9-8, and then they won a playoff game against the Cowboys, and then they pushed the San Francisco 49ers against the ropes and have them on the brink of elimination. And so you believe the team can back that up, but confidence comes from being able to show that you can repeat the performances that you had in the second half of the season. And so I feel really good about this team, but I do have a slight more nervousness about me than I have confidence. But don't think that my confidence doesn't mean I don't believe in this football team. I just want to see what they can finally do on Friday to reaffirm that confidence that I think this Packers football team can have a heck of a season.
Wow. Slightly more nervous than confident.
Just a smidge, but, win or lose, I don't think I'm going to be a wreck on Monday. I don't think.
Come on, Kyle.
I don't think I'm going to be a wreck on Monday because at the end of the day, I feel like these are two very good football teams that are playing for different reasons. The Green Bay Packers are playing to show that we are here, and the Eagles are playing to show that we are back, right? And so that's what the clash is between. I think they're going to be two top football teams.
We are here versus we are back.
Yeah,
wow, powerful.
That's what you're going to see on Friday, and I feel good that the Green Bay Packers can hit them in the mouth. But I'm just so excited
that is the fan. You know what Eagles fans say? I feel good. We can hit them in the mouth.
No, but the thing is that if the Packers go out there and take care of business, you ain't going to be able to tell me nothing on Monday. Because, again, it just reaffirms the confidence that this football team is here because we only got those 3 plays in preseason. And what happened in those 3 plays with our starters on offense in preseason?
They scored a touchdown, but it was against the Busch.
KBN, la. I don't need to hear all that. They scored a touchdown.
So, okay, we were talking all preseason.
You are not confident. You are nervous because you can't even listen to anything that goes against what you're
I
feeling.
wonder if your confidence level would be different if you saw them more in the preseason because we can all agree that training camp, it wasn't their best training camp, right? And we don't know what kind of rhythm the offense is in, and we don't know how prepared the defense is in. Would you feel better if you saw them maybe at the clip that we saw them last year play a couple preseason
100%,
games?
100%. I would feel a lot better if I saw this team more in the preseason where I'm like, okay, yeah, they're really clicking. But we did not get to see enough of them in the preseason for me to feel this way, though it is the preseason. So this is why there's so much anticipation going into this game. Again, my level of nervousness does not mean I don't believe in this football team. It's just there's so many unknowns that we don't know about this football team in a sense of can these rookies from last year on offense at tight end, at receiver, take the next step. Christian Watson's finally going to be healthy going into the season. What does that mean for the Green Bay Packers? Like there's so many things that are kind of hovering over us for what we're going to do and what we're going to look like. That's why Friday is going to be that much more exciting in Sao Paulo, Brazil. I'm telling you, when the Packers put up points, I'm going to be dancing. I'm telling you, I'm going to be dancing all samba, de Janeiro. I'm going to be dancing all Friday night. I may go out after the Packer game.
You're thinking what I'm thinking.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that this energy right now is gone. He can't. Oh, don't say that too. I'll be dancing. Yeah. If it goes south, and he already claimed in this very segment where he's been up, down, that he won't be a wreck on Monday.
I'm gonna try my best, fellas.
I think it's easy to say 2 days before the game. I think Friday the blood pressure is going to be a little bit higher. I think that nervousness is going to start to overtake the confidence. And Monday, I haven't experienced an emotional Kyle Wallace from a Packer game in a long time. I've forgotten a little bit of what that roller coaster ride is like. So Ben, you and I better be ready to go on Monday.
No, I literally all I think about during the game is how Kyle is reacting to what is going on in the field.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to prepare myself. Usually on a Sunday, because we have to see him usually within 12 to 18 hours of the game. maybe the good thing is it's a Friday game, and we have Saturday and Sunday.
And the Badgers play South
to
Dakota,
be in a bad
so hopefully
mood with his baby girl, and then we won't be picking up the scraps of his bad emotional states.
No, I think I'll be okay. I feel pretty good about myself and my mental state going into this season. I feel great about my football team. No, right now I feel good. I feel great.
Outside of an injury, is there anything that would happen Friday night where you say, "Ooh, I'm now nervous for the whole season"?
No.
Saquon rushes for 200
No,
yards.
it's Saquon Barkley. I can justify anything. It's week one. Saquon
Now that is the truth.
Hey, listen,
I can justify anything.
We'll be okay. And honestly, my perspective defensively is that the Green Bay Packers defense can only come out with a positive.
You're done.
They can.
That was so good.
I can't have a conversation with you when you say I can justify anything.
No, I mentally can justify anything. I can't live in the dumps forever. There's always another week, always another game.
Brad, just make sure that after Monday's show you have a beverage handy because we're probably going to need it.
I will. I know I'll need it. And the only beverage I turn to when I open up the Nortman fridge is a carbless. On Friday night, I'm already thinking about I'm going to find my spot on the couch. I'm going to sit back and relax, and as I watch the game, I'm going to sit back and have carbless after carbless. And there's a flavor for everybody. The fruit flavor right now, especially when it's nice outside, man, the fruit flavor sounds so good, like cranberry, black cherry, and lemon lime. But the classic cocktails, they're always a hit. Paloma, Margarita, Moscow Mule, and the Margarita 4-pack. It still feels like summer outside. It's like 80 out there. Still enjoy a margarita and enjoy the last bit of summer while you got it. But it doesn't even just stop there. I mean, I try to eat healthy. I try to work out. So I want an experience of being able to enjoy a premium cocktail, but not experience all the guilt that comes with every other type of drink option. That's where Carbless has got me. It's got no carbs, no sugars, gluten-free, less carbonation. That means less bloat. That means I can drink it and feel good. Only 100 calories per can, so there's less guilt when drinking it. Made right here in the great state of Wisconsin. So when you're sitting back relaxing, you should be grabbing a Carbless right alongside me. We can do air cheers to one another because we're enjoying Carbless and we're enjoying the football season. Find Carbless at your local retailer. Find them online and experience why less is more with Carbless.
Air cheers.
Air cheers.
Speaking of Brad Nortman, who just told you about Carbless, he is the man every Wednesday at 3:15 who's been struggling and hear Brad out.
Oh, yeah,
he lost me last week on the finance stuff and the stock, and then before that it was bad. Are you feeling redemption tour today?
I do. This is a simple but powerful Hear Brad Out.
Oh,
Powerful. Hear Brad out before Rob Domofsky of ESPN is next.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
I think it's clear.
Yeah, and if Doc replicates what Booty did last year, or all I'm saying it.
Come on, guys. His name is Coach Bud.
If he replicates
Coach Booty.
what Coach Bud
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Ben Brust here to tell you about Zimbrick European. They're Mercedes, Audi, Porsche, and certified pre-owned. But the best part is I've been working with them since 2018, and the evolution has been a 2-door, a 4-door, and now it's time for an SUV. My life has changed, and it's changed with Zimbrick European. Being a dad has made it really important to have the comfort and the safety that the SUV will bring me. Again, Zimbrick European off the Beltline at Rimrock Road. Of course, I found the sexiest car on the lot. Check them out.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams September holiday sale and get 30% off paints and stains from August 30th through September 9th. With prices starting at $34.29, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your bedroom, living room, or home office, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Shop the sale online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Go to hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, and the process is 100% online. To start your free online visit, go to hims.com/joy. That's HIMS.com/JOY.
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
home of the Big Win and Madison Casino Guru, is transforming guests into winners. Making an ordinary day into a big win day is easy with a 95% average payout. And with over 140 daily jackpots, the number of people winning has never been bigger. So what are you waiting for? Escape to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison for your next big win.
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
Is your computer so slow you can hardly use it? Does it have blue screens, malware, viruses, reboots, hardware crashes? Sound familiar? Computers will have problems, and when they do, you need the computer experts at Madison Computer Works. Every day we help home users and businesses keep their computers and networks running smoothly. For solutions to your computer problems, call the pros at 231-8000, and we'll turn this into this. Madison Computer Works, computers that work for you.
Come out to State Street Brats Thursday, September 5th for Jim, Matt, and Molly. Gold medalist Matt Hamilton, America's favorite Molly Brown, and me, Jim Rutledge, will be live at State Street Brats in Madison, a downtown institution. And we're happy to be doing a live broadcast of Jim, Matt, and Molly Thursday, September 5th. Obviously, we're presented by Coors Light, so the mountains will be blue, so you know what to do. And that's crush a Coors Light with Jim, Matt, and Molly. State Street Brats on Thursday, September 5th.
Liberty Station American Tavern and Smokehouse isn't just a barbecue restaurant. Fish fry, walleye, and vegetarian options are available, and they have a menu that's sure to please everyone. Liberty Station smokes their meats daily with a 1,000-gallon custom smoker, giving you the freshest experience possible. Enjoy happy hour with daily discounts on both food and drinks at their large bar with 20 draft taps and multiple TVs to watch the big game. Be sure to check out their sprawling patio with an indoor and outdoor porch area too. Liberty Station off the Beltline on Rimrock Road.
Now. We tend not to think about now. We dream about tomorrow, relive yesterday. But right now in front of us is victory over cancer. Right now, cancer research funded by the V Foundation is leading to better treatments and saving lives. Victory over cancer is there for the taking by you, because today's cancer research is tomorrow's victory. Learn more at v.org.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Baby, you light up my world like nobody else. The way that you flip your hair gets me overwhelmed. But when you smile at the ground, it ain't hard to tell. You don't know.
One Direction Wednesday at the Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin Experience Center in Brookfield. I was shocked at the lake that I was at this past weekend. One Direction came on, and I immediately thought of One Direction Wednesday.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's what we want.
Powerful branding.
You'll regret not inviting Stroh.
I don't know. Is One Direction allowed at your wedding?
I think we're looking to have a band. I don't think a band fits the One Direction vibe. I don't know, though. Maybe they're a boy band.
One Direction
I don't know.
was a band, believe it or not.
Yeah, you could definitely tell from the auto-tune that they had going there.
With that attitude, Stroh, you're definitely not going to be on the list.
Kyle's been the most direct person about this wedding with Strofe. It's my favorite.
It is so good.
But it's not time for Kyle Bruston Nortman and Alex Strofe. It's just time to hear Brad out in 800-990-3776, because I love when you respond to Brad's bad ideas or good ideas.
They say punters are people too.
Punters are worthy of breaking news.
No, really, that's what they say.
Raising awareness everywhere that punters are people too.
Okay, let's go to it. Time to hear from the punter. Time to hear Brad out.
All right, guys.
All right, guys. It's that time of week, and guys, I'm going to tell you a couple quick things that are inevitable that are coming your direction, right? Inevitable. NFL is going to have 18 games at some point. It's not a matter of if, but when. Shout out to Mike Florio for hearing league circles talk about what that means then for the NFL schedule. He said it's only a matter of time before Labor Day is all of a sudden the kickoff weekend, not the weekend coming up here. So I started thinking a little about, what would NFL on Labor Day look like? And I've got a proposal for the NFL and a proposal for you guys in KBN Nation I think they should take advantage of. And that's this.
So just to make sure I got this right, if they do, like you think they're going to 18 games, they would kick off on Labor Day weekend, and you were going to pitch us on
what Labor Day kickoff NFL weekend should look like.
Okay.
You ready?
Okay.
I'm going to call it.
I'm ears this time.
I'm going to call it the NFL Labor Day Kickoff Extravaganza. And
wow.
We're working on the name.
Yeah,
but here's the point of it, guys. 16 games, right? Every team is playing, right? 32 teams, each playing a game, 16 games. Every single one of them has its own standalone primetime spot. I'm talking about one game on Wednesday before Labor Day, 2 on Thursday, 2 on Friday, 4 on Saturday, 4 on Sunday, 3 on Monday on Labor Day.
All right, start that over. One Wednesday, 2 Thursday.
Yep, so you got Wednesday night. That's going to be like your Chiefs-Ravens kickoff, right? Then Thursday, you got an early prime time and a late prime time, like how they do that with night games. Probably like a 5 o'clock and an 8 o'clock kickoff. So 2 on Thursday night, 2 on Friday night. I say 4 on each Saturday and Sunday. You got an international morning game starting at 9, and then you go noon, 3:30, 7:30 as usual. Same thing on Sunday. 9, noon, 3:30, 7:30. And then on Monday, Labor Day, the final 3 games, totaling to 16 total games. Again, a noon, a 3:30, a 7:30. You give every game its own primetime spot, no competition with any other one, nationally accessible and standalone. Here's why you do it. 1, there's pent-up demand for the NFL. I would sit and watch every possible game that I could. Stretch it out for as long as you can and give each team its moment in the spotlight. Because, guys, it's 0-0. Hope is strong, and every fan base thinks that this year could be the year. All teams are interesting at this point. This isn't like a game in December where it's a 2-12 team versus a 5-6 team, right? Every team is 0-0. The pent-up demand, you sell it to the streaming services, usual cable, entire NFL is satisfied because they get to see their team at least once, and every team has a opportunity to have a nationally televised game right off the bat. 1 on Wednesday, 2 Thursday, 2 Friday, 4 Saturday, 4 Sunday, 3 on Monday. What do you say, guys? The NFL Labor Day Extravaganza, all the NFL football you could ever want.
Kyle, you go first, bud.
Brad, sometimes you take it too far. You take it too far. Like, I like the idea. You had me excited. I ignored the stupid name that you had because you had my
Extravaganza?
NFL Labor Day Kickoff Extravaganza.
Yeah, you had me perked up, but then you went too far. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, maybe Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, but you're starting football all the way on Wednesday. I don't like that. I don't like that whatsoever. Personally, I think you should probably because save some of those days for college football. Like, I don't like NFL football.
You can watch college football.
Maybe that's me. Is I feel like when it comes to September, let the NFL season start in September. I don't like dipping into August, dipping into high school football too much. I mean, Friday night's already going to be tough because of the fact for a lot of Wisconsin high school football teams, and parents are going to have to watch their kids instead of watch the great Green Bay Packers. So, no, Brad, I like the idea. I don't like the execution that you laid out. I veto this one.
Okay.
I love it.
Ben.
I love it. I even like the name Labor Day Kickoff Extravaganza weekend.
Ben, let's go.
That doesn't end. Like, let's give it 10 more words. The only thing that I have to figure out is how to, which would be August 22nd. Oof. I gotta get back from my honeymoon.
Oh yeah, you gotta go. You can't be sitting in front of the TV all honeymoon.
How am I going to stay married Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday? Because you know damn well if all those games are on, I am not missing a second because I love the sports betting aspect. I love the fantasy football aspect. I love the watching all of the NFL game football aspect. You nailed it. What do we all do when the Super Bowl ends? We start counting the days until football comes back. So when football is going to be on, let's maximize the opportunity to watch football. I love this, love this, love this, love this. It may get me divorced before I even get married, but I love it.
And monopolies are illegal in America. And
Kyle.
Monopolizing
you can go
Sunday through Saturday is a monopoly by the NFL.
You can watch college football and high school football if you want. The thing is, you know you're going to watch NFL, so you feel guilty about it. And if there's ever a time...
Leave some for the little guys.
If there's ever a time that you can pull off something like this, like a marathon of games that don't overlap, they're all standalone, it's Labor Day weekend and the first week of the season. Because game prep is easy. You just start whenever your first game out is. You can spread it out. You got primetime night games, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, all-day games. I do not think we have reached the point of NFL saturation, particularly week one, particularly
I want to test
interest.
those limits.
Let's have every game back to back to back standalone. I'm here for it, man.
This is going to be great because we bring back Rob Domofsky of ESPN. He covers the Packers. You see him on TV, and every Wednesday during football season, he has the opportunity to respond to Brad's Here, Brad Out. As I've been predicting some of our guests, I didn't do this on the air with Mark Tauscher, but I'll do this with Rob Domofsky. He is a journalist, and he has deadlines, and he's not going to like it because it's going to take over his world where he won't even have time for his family during his working job. That is my prediction of what Rob Domofsky will say. I hope he's not listening. But really quick, I'm going to tell you about the Princeton Club. Because whether it's in Madison or the Milwaukee area in New Berlin, they have the best facilities with the best equipment and best locker rooms out there. Free childcare with your membership. It's open 24/7. There's no better time to start investing in your health than right now. Beat all those people that are going to be the New Year's resolution people by investing in your health right now. Right now. I've done personal training. They have weights, cardio, basketball courts, tennis courts, indoor, outdoor, swimming pool. You find your better tomorrow at the Prince Club. You just need the courage to go get a tour, and you will join and love it. Rob Domofsky. Oh, Bobby, Rob Domofsky joins Kyle Bruston and Nortman next, live from the Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin showroom. Swing on by.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman.
Ben's pretty good at impersonations.
Hey, he's pretty good.
I will give him that.
Either
I'll give
crush
him
him
that.
or suck at him.
He's pretty good at faking it.
Yeah, being a faker.
Yeah, that's
exactly what it is.
Whoa.
That's what acting is.
Why can't we come together?
Yeah,
right now?
you're very creative in faking it. Good job.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Ben Brust here to tell you about how you should continue to enjoy the rest of summer. That's with Neutral Vodka Seltzer. Real juice. That's what makes it so tasty. It's simple. Real vodka, real juice, and then you get that simplicity of great taste. If you're tailgating, if you're getting ready for the football season that we're all excited about in Madison, make sure for whatever tailgate, whatever experience, you bring Neutral Vodka Seltzer to the party. You'll thank me later. Must be 21 years or older to enjoy.
Pizza Hut just changed the combo game with the new My Hut Box. Get your choice of a 2-topping personal pan pizza, a half melt or a full melt, and your choice of either boneless wings or fries. It's the ultimate solo meal starting at only $6.99. Craving pizza and wings? You got it. Want melts and fries? You got it. Because this meal is all about you. Perfect for a speedy lunch, a relaxing dinner for one, or anytime you're on the go. Head to pizzahut.com to order your My Hut Box today. That's pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Experience, knowledge, results. That's what really matters when you need help after a serious truck accident. You'll need a lawyer experienced in fighting and winning for people just like you. Gruber Law Offices has the resources, strong track record of success, and a team of experienced lawyers to take care of your needs. We've successfully helped people injured in big truck accidents for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
To those who've ever dreamt of their perfect event, those dreams are worthy and they are possible. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With hard work, passion, and great music, we will make your event dreams a reality. Every event is a labor of love, with one-on-one planning, customization, and flawless execution. Bringing your event to life is what we do. For a fun, memorable event, visit celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Forward Madison FC's professional soccer season is underway, and they want you to pack out Breeze Stevens Field. Need a night out with the whole family? Try the Forward Madison Family Special presented by MG&E. Score a ticket to the match, a meal, and an FMFC scarf, all for just $25 per person. Visit forwardmadisonfc.com to purchase your tickets today. That's forwardmadisonfc.com. Forward Madison, fun for all.
Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison, home of the Big Win and Madison Casino Guru, is transforming guests into winners. Making an ordinary day into a big win day is easy with a 95% average payout. And with over 140 daily jackpots, the number of people winning has never been bigger. So what are you waiting for? Escape to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison for your next big win.
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
Derek Jeter for American Family Insurance.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they'll help protect your family's dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, future rocket scientist, we have liftoff, or a budding prima ballerina, you can count on an American Family Insurance agent to help you dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer. Our policy is to provide equal opportunity employment, development, and advancement to all current and potential teammates. If you are an organization that maintains a job bank, provides employment information, or gives job referrals, you may request to be placed on the station's mailing list for future career opportunities. To learn more about careers at Good Karma Brands, please email careers@goodkarmabrands.com.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, brought to you by Busch Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Madison YouTube channel, and Wisconsin On Demand.
I can't read the text on the ESPN Wisconsin Talking text line because they have a lot to do with Brad Nortman's Hear Brad Out. And we are really excited to be joined by Rob Demovsky of ESPN covering the Packers. You see him on TV. You see him everywhere. And he joins us for the football season every Wednesday at 3:30. Rob, first and foremost, how have you been?
Well, summer's over, I guess, Ben. Time for football.
It is. You sound like a dad who's upset to be traveling around the country going to AAU basketball gyms.
Sneak in one last round of golf this morning. Well, I lied. I'm probably going to play again tomorrow since I'm not going to Brazil. This is actually a great way to start the season, I think, for someone who doesn't have to travel this week.
Well, Rob, I'm going to toss it over to Brad Nortman. Okay. I have a prediction of your reaction. I said it on the other side.
It's Hear Brad Out, right?
Yes, sir,
Hear Brad
Rob.
Out at 3:15, leading into Rob Demovsky.
Did you hear? Sorry, you go, Rob.
When we talked about times and everything for this year, when Brian D. and I went through it, he said, "Are you good with the Wednesday 3:30 on Cal, Brust, Nortman?" I said, as long as it follows Hear Brad Out, like, I'm all for it. That's like the the highlight of my week. I don't want to move the segment away from the Hear Brad Out segment.
Next time, just tell Brian D. that. We don't want Brad to get a big head.
Rob, that's why we love you. About how well they're received.
I agree with you or disagree with you.
I like that.
I like that
Rob
too.
is the judge, jury, and executioner of Hear Brad Out.
The Rob indicator. I love that. But let me shoot you this one, Rob. Okay, so you might have even saw it that Mike Florio he wrote a little something about it that saying what rumblings are not a matter of if but when that the NFL is going to go to 18 games, and when that happens, it's likely they're going to have to take over Labor Day again like they did 20-plus years ago. So I had an idea for what the NFL kickoff should look like Labor Day weekend. I'm calling it the NFL Labor Day Kickoff Extravaganza, Rob. And there's 16 games, 32 teams playing one another, 16 games. Every game nationally accessible and standalone. So there's no overlap. So the NFL takes over the entire weekend. I'm talking about Wednesday primetime. You got 2 Thursday night, like a 5 o'clock, 8 o'clock type of thing. You got 2 Thursday night, 2 Friday night, 4 on Saturday. That means like an international game at like 9 in the morning, and then noon, 3, and 7:30. So 4 on Saturday, 4 on Sunday again, and 3 on Monday, the traditional times of noon, 3, and 7:30. Every single game, standalone on its own, sell it to streaming, put it on national, but everyone is standalone and nationally accessible. What do you say, Rob? How does that sound for a NFL kickoff weekend?
Well,
is it too much?
I think if we put Brad in charge, the first games would be play approximately 28 regular season games, and the Super Bowl the Super Bowl would be the Sunday before Memorial Day. So we would pretty much have from about May 25th to July 4th as the off season. I think that if you were in charge, that's probably the way it would work.
Nice.
Yeah,
That sounds kind of nice, Rob.
Yeah, coming from a puncher, I'm sure it's fantastic.
Play more games. Why not? I can play more.
I don't like if you're gonna play 18 games, fine, jazz it up. Do it the way you say. It's fine with me. The 18th game, though, boy, I mean, I know it's inevitable, so I guess you might as well, make it something special. The Super Bowl champs play on, what'd you say, Wednesday night would be the first game?
Yeah, Wednesday night.
The one thing is, it's a huge advantage for the teams that are playing like Wednesday, Thursday, and then for week 2 wouldn't play till Sunday. I mean, that's a pretty big advantage.
Brad doesn't care about player safety, Rob. He was a punter.
He's a punter, yeah.
That's a good point, Rob.
Since I'm guessing as the season goes on, you're going to come up with a lot worse ideas. I'll go with this one. I'm fine with it. If you're going to do it, make it something different and not just the Thursday opener, a Friday game in Beijing or wherever you want to play, and then Sunday, Monday. So might as well do it. What'd you say, extravaganza? Might as well.
Yeah, the NFL Labor Day kickoff extravaganza. Thank you, Rob. I appreciate your support.
The one thing I hope that wouldn't happen, since they're adding the game, they're presumably going to take away a preseason game. As long as training camp doesn't start any earlier, that's fine with me.
Yeah, I hear you.
Fair enough. Rob Domofsky of ESPN joining Kyle Brust-Nortman live from the Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin showroom. As a lot of great customers are seeing the value of the wonderful windows and doors right here in person. Now, Rob, Brad has opened up our eyes to what specialists really are in the NFL. We had no idea. Yeah, I mean, I've seen Brad. He's definitely not as good as the others that I think you're referencing. But what I've also realized is they don't practice every day. Like Brad is a punter, walks around, eats sunflower seeds. What are your stories with the specialists that always shock you as they're not real humans?
So I probably played more golf with Ryan Longwell than any Packers player, all the rest of them combined.
Good guy.
Because he had free time. The one story that strikes me as I guess why you can't kick every day is, do you remember when they drafted Brett Conway, a kicker out of Penn State? This would have been like 96,
Homer talked about it. 3rd round, right?
Yeah. So, which is, no offense, Brad, but ridiculously high.
That's very high.
But he had a rough start to training camp or preseason. I think he missed 1 or 2 in a preseason game. And then, like, the next week in practice, just kicked so much trying to find his rhythm, and he ended up with, like, a really bad hip injury, and they put him on IR, never kicked for the Packers again. And speaking of Ryan Longwell, that opened the door for Ryan Longwell. And I'm not sure Brett Conway ever you'd have to look this up, Kyle, if you got a computer handy. I don't know that Brett Conway ever kicked in the NFL. And he overkicked himself. And, I mean, I guess it's a little bit like, a pitcher throwing too many pitches or pitching too many days in a row. But, yeah, I will, as much as you want to rag him, you probably shouldn't kick every day. But there's got to be something else for a kicker and punter that they could do to make themselves useful on the other days, isn't there?
Team morale, Rob. Keep team morale high.
All right.
Rob, going into this game in Sao Paulo for the Green Bay Packers, what is the one question that you are looking to get answered on Friday night?
That's a really good question, Kyle. I'm glad you asked it, because I was sort of thinking about that kind of issue and what to make of the start of the season. And I promised myself, and I don't know if I'll be able to stick to it, but I promised myself I'm not going to overreact to anything that happens early in the year. Because, look, I know when they were 2-5, I remember telling you guys, I thought, boy, they may not win another game till like early December, because they were playing the Giants on the road in early December, and I thought the Giants stunk. Turns out that was one of the few games they didn't win in the second half of the year, right? Like the idea of the first month of the season mattering, it does and it doesn't, because we saw last year that, you can still get on a run. Now, the flip side is if you'd have played well early in the year, you wouldn't have had to maybe go on the road in the playoff game. So I get it. But I guess this is a really long roundabout way of getting to the thing that interests me most, or the things I have questions the most about, are probably the same things that I've had questions about 2010, is do they finally have a defense and a defensive coordinator that when Jordan Love drives them down the field, puts them up 24-21 with 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go, can the defense get the stop and they get off the field and they win the game? Like that's just like, and I don't even so much as care about, if somebody runs for 150 yards or somebody throws, if Baker Mayfield throws for 450 like he did a couple of years ago. I just want to see and wonder if this is a defense that when it absolutely has to have a stop, whether it's a third down stop or get a 3-and-out or whatever the case is, can they do it? And I feel like that's the same thing I've wondered for, I don't know, for the last 12 or 14 years.
I promise we won't hold you to this. We won't have Alex Strofe, our producer, mark this at all.
Sure
but
not.
You are closer to all of this than any of us. You see them every day. Not every day, but you see my point here. What does your gut tell you in that 24-21 scenario with this new scheme and Jeff Hafley and the talent on this defense? Do you believe that they, despite whatever the stats are, do you believe that this defense can gut out a stop to help this team?
It's easy to say yes right now because they kind of dominated training camp, and maybe that's that's just meaningless stuff. But I'm sure you guys have heard about this, but at the end of practice, the loser of whatever designated competition they had that day was doing push-ups, and if they did it 20 times, I'm guessing the offense was doing push-ups 14 or 15 of those times. I mean, the defense played really well. Now, the one thing that I like about this defense, and I think this is what could matter when Ben, like, they have to get one of those stops, is they seem to have a knack for taking the ball away. I lost count of the interception count at around 15 or so with about a week or so left in camp. And look, some of it's coming off of Sean Clifford and Michael Pratt. I get it. But the safety position alone, Evan Williams had 4 picks in training camp. Xavier McKinney had 2 or 3. Javon Bullard had 1 or 2. Like the safety position is supposed to make those plays, and I feel like it's been forever since that spot has won a game or sealed a game or done something when it absolutely mattered. I mean, this is a team that picked off 7 passes last year. That's it. Think about that. They had the whole season. They only intercepted the other team 7 times. I felt like I saw him intercept, 7 passes in a matter of 2 or 3 days in practice. And again, you can't equate that to the season, but to me, it's an indicator that that's what could happen with this defense. And this is a defense that's sort of built around the safety spot. Jeff Hafley's looks at it from a DB perspective. He's a DB coach by trade, and I just think they have some guys in that secondary in the middle of it that can make a difference. And that's where if I were like, putting my money on some aspect of the defense being better and the difference maker, that's where it would be for me, is at the safety spot.
Rob, you talked about how the defense got the best of the offense throughout most of training camp, and color me surprised that this offense has not picked up where they left off. So hot last year with so many talent, it seemed like they didn't quite get into rhythm. 1, did that surprise you? And 2, do you think that's going to carry over to the regular season now?
I really don't, and I think maybe we made a little bit too much of it because some of it was, Sean Clifford didn't play well early when Jordan Love was having to hold in, waiting for his contract to get done. I will say this, that I would say once a practice, and again, I don't know, Brad, how many you've been probably closer to it than I have and paid more attention, but what do you think they run, 30, 35 plays of 11 on 11 with the ones versus ones in a practice? Maybe not even that many. Maybe it's like 20, 25 plays.
Yeah, probably between 20 and 25.
Yeah, ones versus ones in training camp when they're actually going hard. And I would say it seemed like, and this is anecdotal here, almost every day Jordan Love hit Christian Watson at least once on a deep ball where it was just in stride and, perfectly executed and probably would be like a 70-yard touchdown in a game. Every day in third down periods. He would hit Romeo Dobbs on for 9 yards if it was 3rd and 8, for 7 yards if it was 3rd and 5. So there were those moments. The one area that surprised me a little bit about this team and this offense was last summer. It seemed like every day you'd count up how many catches Luke Musgrave would have and how many different ways they used him. And Musgrave just did not have a lot of production opportunity, whatever, in training camp. And in fact, I would say the biggest thing that happened with the tight end group was the last week of practice was probably 2 or 3 practices. And the fact it was the one against the Ravens where Tucker Kraft had like 5 catches for about 70 yards and a touchdown in the joint practice. And, it was like, ooh, this is a little bit different than I expected. Musgrave's production was very limited. And then finally Tucker Kraft came on. I said this to somebody that was seeking fantasy football advice. And I think I told you this before. I do not play fantasy football. And as a good friend of mine once said, none of my fantasies include football. The Tucker Kraft thing, man, that I might. Again, I don't really know how fantasy football works exactly, but if you could stash a guy and wait to see if he gets off to a hot start and then throw him in your lineup, Tucker Kraft to me is an intriguing one.
Well, I got my last fantasy draft tonight, so I will definitely not listen to Rob Domofsky as his predictions always come to fruition. Rob, we appreciate you joining us here. Look forward to talking to you all season long on Wednesdays after Hear Brad Out. Brad is 1-0 in the Rob Domofsky approves of the idea.
All right, we'll be seeing you guys. Looking forward to it.
That's Rob Domofsky of ESPN. Make sure you see him on TV and read his articles on ESPN.com and listen to him across our stations. Live from the Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin showroom. Make sure you call and schedule an appointment, and you can get $250 off an order with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. But you got to say, hey, KB La 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 or KBN or Kyle Bruston Nortman told me to call, and then you also have an opportunity to win a $2,000 grand prize, and that could be an amazing opportunity for anybody. Restrictions do apply, but it is worth your time to come on down or give them a call to schedule an appointment to see how they can help your home have better value, be more energy efficient, and look beautiful. It's a no-brainer, and you'll be taken care of by Gina Della, Alex Della, Joe Franco, and the entire team here at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. We wrap up the ESPN Wisconsin Hour next.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN.
You should be happy Pac-Man Jones has had this on his headphones, or he definitely would have pulled it up on you.
I think Pac-Man's lucky I didn't have this on my headphones.
Oh, you right.
I would have been. I'm really feeling swaggy and confident.
You say, yeah, you're in my space. Oh, what you gonna do?
Because even just hearing the song, like, for those who on the YouTube, they can see I'm bobbing my head right now. Like, this is like, okay.
Go ahead, say ski.
Ski. On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Hey, it's John Hayes, owner of Goodman's Jewelers. Come in and discover the high standards, classic traditions, honesty, integrity, and elegance when you walk through our doors. For over 90 years, customers have returned again and again to our warm boutique setting. Trust me, because I've been there for over 40 of them. Whether it's time to come back or your first time in, stop by Goodman's Jewelers at 220 State Street today. Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute.
This Badger Minute is brought to you by Madison Axe. Enjoy axe throwing, craft beers, bags, shuffleboarding, and more fun at Madison's state-of-the-art entertainment spot. Visit MadisonAxe.com or head to their location on Stoughton Road today.
With your Badger Minute, I'm Riley Yauk. Head coach Luke Fickell had his weekly press conference on Monday after the Badgers' 28-14 victory over Western Michigan and said that despite a lack of consistency, he was still pleased with what he saw from quarterback Tyler Van Dyke's performance last Friday.
Oh, no, I was impressed with how he handled everything. A new guy coming in, wanting to kind of showcase everything and do things like that. He really kind of stuck to the plan and did what we needed him to do.
Get as low as $18 per window and $81 per patio door per month at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Offer on September 30th, so visit PellaWI.com today.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it yourself at 2 convenient Madison locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Honda certified technicians handle it all. You can even get flexible payment options. Fix your car now and pay later. Apply online to see your options in seconds with no hard credit check. Make your service appointment online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Ben Brust here to tell you about the Princeton Club. I joined the Princeton Club because I was looking for a place I could invest in my health, and the environment and the community I have felt has made it so easy for me to incorporate it into my everyday life. It doesn't matter where you're at in your fitness journey because they have something to offer everyone. It also goes beyond fitness. From the moment you walk in the club to the moment you walk out, there is a togetherness felt throughout the members and staff that keeps you going for your better tomorrow. Don't wait any longer and get started on your fitness journey today at PrincetonClub.net. That's PrincetonClub.net.
When it comes to security for your home and family, you want a winner, and we found one when we placed our trust with J&K Security Solutions. This is Greg Gard. Kim and Jeff hit the game-winning shot for us with the Control 4 home technology system. Home or away, from our smartphones, we can open the garage door, dim the lights, turn on the TV, as well as arm the security system. That's convenience as well as peace of mind. Let J&K Security Solutions do for your home or business like they've done for us. Call 255-5799 or online at jksecurity.com.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that American Family Insurance agents can help build a customized renter's policy so you can protect stuff like this, or this, or even this. Oh, well, case in point. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
This September, 32 NFL quarterbacks are joining forces for a powerful cause. Helmets for Heroes. In a tradition first started by the legendary Bart Starr, these NFL quarterbacks will put up autographed helmets for auction to fight childhood cancer. From September 5th to September 15th, you can bid on these unique signed helmets, including mystery autographs from current NFL players with Wisconsin ties. All funds support the Star Children's Fund, advancing childhood cancer research and treatment. Visit starchildrensfund.org to place your bid and make a difference.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, brought to you by Busch Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Madison YouTube channel, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Everybody wanna steal my girl. Everybody wanna take her heart away. Couple billion in the whole wide world. Find another one 'cause she belongs to me.
Is this One Direction, Strofe?
Sure is.
I kind of like this one, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not opposed to One Direction Wednesday. It kind of is a good way to get into the show. Just like a good way to have some fun in Wisconsin is going to Elkhart Lakes, Road America, America's National Park of Speed. Make the most out of your summer at Road America, and as we head into what I like to call the last part of summer, as Strofe mentioned yesterday, it goes till September 22nd on the solstice calendar, if I got that correct. I have no idea, but it is beautiful out, and kids 16 and under are free at Road America with a paying adult at the gate. The Aaron's Art of Wheels weekend is September 13th through the 15th. There are so much great things that you can be a part of at Road America, whether it's an event that you want to have. You can go go-karting, have a corporate event. You can have weddings. They have everything you need, from great food, experiences, a family fun zone. Come for the experience, stay for the race. You get your tickets at roadamerica.com. That is roadamerica.com. Of course, for a Green Bay tailgate experience, we got to give some winners. I'm going to do mine first. Now, Gina, am I allowed to say their last name on the air? All right, she said yes. Rob, can't read your last name, but have your number. Come on down. You've won a Green Bay tailgate experience with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Scott Windorf, come on down. Your next contestant on the Packer tailgate experience with Pella Windows and Doors. And John Carey. Those are your three winners of the Green Bay tailgate experience with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
That is going to be a heck of a
If Gina's there,
experience.
She's a lightweight, I heard.
Oh, wow. That's quite the indictment on Gina Della. And now for the gift cards that people can possibly win. There are three names that I'm pulling off. One would be Ben Scretta, come on down. I also picked John Kerry. What do you know?
The hell?
Oh, John Kerry, he's winning. The only thing he lost was an election.
And Rob Moore, M-O-O.
Dude, we picked the same one because I couldn't read his name either.
How about that?
855 PelletWI, PelletWI.com. We'll be here till 5 o'clock. It's Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. We are basically to Friday. Tomorrow is I guess Friday is kind of like it's the same day. I like how Sundays we can do a Friday show. We're getting closer to real football. Coming up next in Madison is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We're here at the Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin showroom in Brookfield till 5 o'clock. Swing on by. We're back in 2 minutes. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
KB. $1 million. That's big. Really big. This September,